Okay, so I know some of you were tuned in early, waiting. So just put something in the comments so I know that you can see me. How about Elizabeth? You were sitting there, and if you can hear me as well. I see that there's 5 people. Can somebody, there we go. Hey, Colette. Hi, Bonnie. Thank you, sweetheart, for taking the time to come out. Okay, this is a new format with Facebook, and I was brave today, in deference to it being Leo, for another few hours. So I thought I would try something new in this new format. And I didn't decide to go one way tonight. I'm just going to go however Spirit wants to come through. Hey, Brandon, look at me. I'm figuring out IT. Hi, Doreen. Hi, Kim. Super. So we're going to wait like a minute or two for people to sign on. And then I'm going to take questions. I'm going to do readings. I have my favorite little cards to pull. We could do that. I'm going to do mediumship. Hey, Anthony, I haven't heard from you in ages. And then there's Linda and Bonnie. Oh, hello, guys. Thanks for tuning in. That's super. It's been a while since I've done one of these, a long while, and I missed it. 7:02. Okay, so I think we could start. And so who's ever going to type the fastest um, can write a question if you want to be read. Let's just kind of dive into it head first. Oh dear. Okay. I got to scroll too, so my apologies. Bonnie, you're first. So I would love, oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Bonnie, we're going to do mediumship because I couldn't, as soon as I can try to say I would love to give you a reading because you do so much good work for spirit. I had a mother come barreling in very strongly. So I know she's a strong communicator. And I do believe she was knowledgeable of metaphysics and the other side of life while she was here incarnate. She's with your dad, the family's together. There's an anniversary coming up that she wants to acknowledge. She's saying June, so I guess there was one that just passed in June. And she loves what you're doing. So, Bonnie, you're doing something new. She said you've added a different feature to style to your reading. So it's something that you've learned in the last 6 months or so. You were studying and you're going deeper into the readings that you're giving, which must be awesome because I know your readings are fabulous. I feel like your mom is with you a lot when you're doing your reading. She's an avid student as well as an assistant from the world of spirit. She also wants to acknowledge an aunt in spirit, and they're together. I do feel this aunt, though, was her cousin, not a biological sister, but you would have recalled her aunt. So I just want to acknowledge all those lovely folks and thank your mom for starting the evening off. She loves you, loves you, loves you. Your father's sending his love, and he said, keep your chin up. Your dad's just telling me you've been going through some difficult times. You know how fathers are, they're very protective. And he just wanted to tell you that he's very proud of the way you've been handling things because you have some um, difficult personalities to contend with here on the earth plane. And you're doing a stellar job. So, love from dad and his pride as well. Okay, let me go back up. Let me go to Elizabeth Raver Desiri. DC's, I just slaughtered your husband's last name in your last name. Sorry, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, for you, I feel like I have a cat coming through, a pet that has crossed into spirit, and I feel that the cat it was not a solid cat, but it did have dark blotches of fur, and it had a little bit of white. Um, and the cat is coming through to let you know He was a very strong personality, this cat, and he's coming through to let you know he's okay, although I know you know that. But he just wants to say that he's back in his uh, best shape of that he ever was in. He was quite the hunter. He had that personality. He was, I hate to use the word offish, but he was that tight. Oh, Texas. Okay. That's the name of the cat. Thank you. He was that person that not standoffish, but very independent. I like that descriptive word. It's more PC. And I still feel that from him, but I do feel he kind of walks around you now and rubs against your ankle. He's in the house. There's other cats. I feel that this cat was also a bit jealous. He wanted all the attention on him. That's just part of his personality. I also feel the cat is like a protector for you, so that if there's any oh, I don't know, like mosquitoes, um, from the spirit world. Well, not mosquitoes, but it kind of chases away anything that's lower vibrational. It could even be little explosions of people's emotions that might be floating around. And this cat is like a protector. Okay, so know that the cat's around you. Feel free to give him a chat up, and he just brings through a lot of love. Oh, and I got to give you some gratitude because I think this cat actually had some health problems prior to his passing that required hands-on assistance. You went above and beyond. So he wants to thank you for doing the best you could for him. Okay, I'm going to scroll up a little bit and oh my goodness, Anna Cardinate. Let me, sweetheart, if you're here, I'm going to try to read you, dear. Um, I just saw Elizabeth's response from the last reading. Um, Anna. I feel a very soft energy coming through, Anna, a very maternal, loving energy. I almost want to put it like a grandmother. I don't know if your mom has passed. It could even be a mom, but I also feel a grandmother vibe with her. And okay. This lady coming through was soft spoken, but she had a way of ruling the house with a. I have, oh my goodness, I've never had, what do you call those? A scroll? What do you call those people? Um, Troll. There's a troll here named Yusuf Suliamo from Nigeria. So please, guys, uh, don't respond to him. He'll probably want to give you a, whoops, didn't want to do that. An inheritance. There we go. Let's block him. Okay, so I'm trying to block him, but just ignore this Yusuf Sulemian. It's the first time I've got a troll, first time for everything. But I want to go back to Anna. So this beautiful, beautiful energy, she's coming in. It could mother or grandmother. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if you're still with us, sweetheart. And I feel though she ruled the house, even though in the family the father was considered the head of the household. In her soft way, she ruled the house, and she's telling me you've inherited that. Now I haven't seen you since you were like 7, and she said you inherited that trait from her, and you have a way of being able to you have a way of being able to effectuate the changes that you wish without having to raise your voice or get into a big argument. You have a way of massaging people to the point that they come to reason, and you have a good head on your shoulder. So she's saying there's a situation going on right now, and she's saying use that sweetness that you have Stay calm because the people that you're dealing with are a bit explosive, and just give them the stated reasons as to why, and they will come along and agree with you. All right. So I want to leave that with you with a lot of loves from Spirit. Okay. So let me see, who am I going with? Michelle Caputo. Um, are you still with me, sweetheart? Hi, Lou. Yeah, actually, I like troll, not the Facebook trolls, but I've met trolls in Norway. I have a picture. I'll try to put that up later. Of it materialized. I was in an old church in Norway, and there was no electricity in this building, and Spirit told me to start taking pictures, and I just gotten stung by a wasp of all things. And so I looked up, I started taking the pictures, and when I looked in the camera, there was a face of a Viking and of a troll. And I showed the guide because it was a tour, and I said, "Is there a projector up there putting that up?" And the guide said, "No." And there were other people who took pictures, and they didn't have the characters that I picked up. So I thought that was really, really cool. I'll try to post that later. Okay, but I was going to give Michelle a message. So, Michelle, I have a gentleman coming through, and I think it's a grandfather. I feel very strong with him. He's giving me the year 1944. He could have been a soft-spoken man, but he wouldn't have taken a lot of flack from people. He would have stated his position and held firm. He was a manly man, even though he was, I don't think he was one that raised his voice too much. He was the backbone of the family, he's telling me, and it was when he passed that the family took it very, very hard. He wants you to know that he's doing well. He's proud of you. He's telling me you're moving in three different directions. He's showing me. And he wants to encourage you to keep going because you've been questioning on one of the paths that you're taking, whether or not it's the correct path. You've been asking Spirit and meditating about it. And he's saying, please tell her to keep going. All of a sudden, things are going to blossom and open up, and you're going to wonder why you ever doubted in the first place. So I hope that makes some sense to you. The family's together up in Spirit, and there's an anniversary in August he wants to mention. Um, and he's showing me a gray colored bird. I'm at loss for the type of the bird, sweetheart. I'm sorry. So it maybe it's a cat bird or another kind of bird that looks like that. It's gray. And I feel that he's trying to let me know that this is one of the signs he sends to you and the family members. Okay, good. This all makes sense. Awesome. It's really odd when you do the Facebook Live because I just see the little screen with the writing and I'm not seeing, faces, and you're not being able to let me know if I'm on the right trail or not. So thank you so much for the feedback. So I want to leave him with you and let you know you are well protected up. And they're just giving me the image and a symbol of an angel. So I think you're working with the angels and they're definitely working with you, sweetie. Okay. All right. I want to go to Brandy Wells. So, oh, good. You're incredibly busy. That's awesome. I love to hear that. Now, assistant, what I just got, what I read you, you're asking whether I see an assistant for you. What I think I'm going to see is somebody who's training with you, maybe in the classes, and there's got like you're like a mentor, and she's going to work with you. That's what they're showing me because they're showing me a friend of mine that owns her own boutique that has the same situation. So you've already met this person, female. They're giving me the month of July. as a connection to her. And I feel like I want to give you the letter C. So I'm never confident about my names though, so I'll give it to you, but we'll see. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Okay. Um, now, oh, Janet Tisdale. Hello. Hi, Tommy. Um, Oh, delightful here. Okay, so Janet, I was trying to tune in as to who I could bring through, and of course, our mutual friend and below. Okay, okay, got it. Okay, so I have Reverend Pat Duffield here, who is your good friend, and also I can't remember the lovely woman that used to be in your church, Salama. Um, I know what I just can't get the name out. My apologies, my fault. She was very dedicated spiritualist. Um, she left a great void when she crossed into spirit. She's been very active from the other side. She typically attends circles that uh, people she knew from your community and people she's met after she's crossed that are now part of the community are sitting in. She comes in, she's quite active in the on the other side, just like Pat is with me in my physical circle. And I feel like she wants to flicker some light bulbs for you and do a few things that would make you kind of, you and Tommy laugh a little bit. I think she feels that you need a little bit more laughter. Things have been kind of tense. I know you have a lot of issues going on in Arizona with the COVID and all that. And it's just like she wants to lighten up the mood in your home and get a few more laugh wrinkles, is what she's saying. So I want to leave her with you with the blessings of spirit. Okay. Let me see who am I with. Let me go to Karen Link, and now I know. Oh, here it is. Okay. Hello, Karen. How are you, sweetheart? Karen, I have a gentleman stepping through from spirit, and I feel like this is a father. I feel like he had a few extra pounds. He had dark hair, is what he's showing me. Oh, thank you, Saloma. That was the name for Janet. Thank you, Janet. And this gentleman, I feel like a blue collar personality, hard worker, but I think you worked more of like a 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 type of job, very steady. And he liked things done the way he liked them done. He wasn't into trying new things. He would have liked traditional food, um, meat, potatoes, and a vegetable. And if you tried to give him something like sushi, he would have looked at you like, why are you trying to feed me something we'd feed the cat? He wasn't really so open minded. Nice man, though. And he needs to let you know he's around. He sits with you in the car and he says you speed a little bit. He's sitting with you in the car. You're sensing him in the car. Sometimes you do talk to him, so he wants you to know he is there, and you do hear him quite often, but not all the time. He feels that you're using selective hearing with your clairaudience, selectively choosing what you want to hear from what he's saying, and he's laughing a little bit. He had a good sense of humor. He wants to let you know that your concern is going to work out, and he gives me the month of October. Things are going to smooth over by then for you. And he's telling all his buddies up there all about what you're doing, and he's bringing them to watch you when you're working. That's your dad. Good. So I'm glad you understand everything there, or most of it. And just a whole lot of love coming, and he's supporting you, and he's going to give you the energy when you need it. He knows you're trying to accomplish a lot at the moment. So I'm going to leave him with you. Anna Baccio, hi, sweetheart. Oh, I'm sorry you're having a sad day. Um, so I'm tuning in, sweetheart, and I feel a female stepping in, and it feels like a sister, and they're showing me a sister. They're showing me my sister who's in spirit. So I think you do have a sister in spirit. I don't remember, but I have a female coming through, um, and I feel that this is a sister or someone who's like a sister to you. Very strong-willed. She was the type when you didn't know what to do. She would have an opinion, number one, and she would share it very willingly, but she was usually right with her assessments of situations. Um, you lost your brother, Anna. Okay. Anna, do you have someone in spirit who's a sister or like a sister? Otherwise, I may have picked somebody up that's for somebody else. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, okay. Okay, because I was going to say I haven't done that all night tonight, but there's always time for a first. And so this lady coming through, the family's together. She's finally got her peace, is what she's saying. I feel that there was circumstances. Oh, your sister passed as well. That's who I think I'm with. There were circumstances in her life that um, caused her a lot of angst. She never really found a center of peace. There was always something that was kind of gnawing at her from something that happened in her life, and she's finally made peace with that. It is her that comes in. Sometimes she flickers your bathroom light. I feel that's what she's showing me, or just a light. She's just showing me a bathroom with a light flickering. She had a wicked sense of humor. And I feel like she's saying to me that you're going to have a dream with your mother. Your mom's going to come to you in a dream, and to trust that that's a true afterlife visitation. So your only job is to kind of go to bed excited about it, and just ask that you be able to remember it, unless you remember your dreams anyway. I always have struggles with that. But apparently, you're going to be having an afterlife visit with your mom very soon in the next few nights. So I want to leave that with you with some good anticipation. So much love and a hug, sweetheart. Okay. I need to take a drink of water. Hi, Doreen Marino. Okay. Hi, Doug. How are you? I'm gonna focus in on Doreen. And Doreen, I have a grandmother stepping in. Um, this grandmother I feel was on the shorter side. I'm going to put her about, no, hold up, hold up. Let me get a better connection. No, no, she said I'm right. She was about 5'4", more or less. And quite strong-willed. She laid down the law. I feel that she was connected somehow to Brooklyn or Queens, one of those boroughs around Manhattan. And you can't, what her message is you can't always be your kid's best friend. And I feel like she's saying that tonight because there might be a difference of opinion between you and one of your children. And she's saying you stick to your guns even if your child gets upset with you. You can't always be their friend when you're their parent. And she needs you to know that she feels you are correct in your position with the situation. It's going to work out. It's not anything that's going to be, you're not even going to remember it probably a year from now. It's just right now, this time. Um, and then I see take a break, take a break. And I feel that spirit is saying to you that you should plan to take a break, and start scheduling some time for just Doreen every week. Okay? So I want to just leave that with you real quick, and lots of love. Um, Super. Thank you, Anna, for the feedback. And let's see. Oh, you're with them both in Syracuse, Doreen. Okay, so I guess I don't know if that's one of the differences of opinion is occurring now. Okay, I'm just going to scroll up a little bit. Um, okay, um, Colette. All right, and I'm bouncing up and down. So if I skip over you, I might come back to you. Don't worry. Um, Colette, I just was drawn to you, and guidance for healing your new fur baby. Okay. I'm getting the word security, training. So I feel like I'm being told maybe you should do some training, games with training treats, teaching the new fur baby tricks, whether it's to sit, but just, and that repeated action is going to help build security for the new fur baby, because you're going to be giving him the little treat after he does what you want, and he's going to learn what you want, and he's going to feel more secure. So that's the first thing I got from Spirit. And okay, I'm also getting the impression it's a dog, so I hope I got the right species. I just heard woof woof. Oh, you're treating her for heartworms. Okay. Um, I didn't get into a health issue. I was getting into a security issue. The dog, maybe that's where the fear and the lack of security is feeling. The I'm feeling I'm getting an okay. She's going to be, or he's going to be okay. Uh, Anxiety. That's, um, again, I pick up more that the dog has some anxiety issues. Ah, she was abused. Okay. So yeah, the security and the anxiety, that's when you're giving her the treats, she's learning what behaviors is she's doing that's getting this good treatment. That's going to help that. You're giving her the medication. I think you're going to have some potty issues with her. And I feel like a year to 18 months, and then she's going to be perfect as far as, I don't think it's going to last the whole 18 months, but you're going to have different issues. The potty issues may surface 6 months down the road, as she heals from the heartworm. Something may pop up here or there. Nothing major, not like biting or anything, but consistent behaviors with her is what I'm getting, and that's going to help her feel secure and also know what she should be doing. A lot of love this dog. I just feel like she wants to jump around and kiss, kiss, kiss. Oh, you've already had the potty issues. Okay, okay. So, Yeah, I think it's all about the insecurity, and she's very, very trainable, and you're going to be successful. The two of you are going to, be very happy with each other, and the other pup too. There's another pup, and I have to tell you, you got the right dog, is what I'm hearing from spirit. You got the right one. All right, so I want to leave that information with you, and I'll put your pup on my healing list as well while they're undergoing the heartworm treatment. Oh, hi, Doug Mullen. Um, okay, let me see what I can get for you, Doug. And thank you for coming. And I'm not sure. I think we went to high school. I don't know if I've seen you since high school. Um, so I have a couple of people in spirit, Doug. I have a male and a female. I'm trying to see which one wants to. Oh, we went to elementary school too. Okay. Your memory's much better than mine. My memory's awful. It's gotten worse with old age. And you know how old I am. um, go with the mother figure. Okay, so I have a mother figure coming through. I'm not sure if this is a mom or a grandma. Um, I feel she was on the thinner side while she was here on Earth. I feel that she was taken, she passed from an like a debilitating illness, not like overnight heart attack, something that took a while and she slowly became more and more debilitated. Um, I want to lean towards grandmother. I want to say she had a connection to the city, but I'm not really getting a very strong connection with this lady like the other ones. I got to tell you up front. And I want to say she's got two sisters. I feel like there's three of them up in spirit. So I don't know if your grandmother had two sisters and the three of them are up in spirit, because I feel like she's with two other ladies and I feel a sisterly vibe between them. Does any of this make sense? Because I'm like struggling with this link. Okay. All right. Um, yes, it makes sense. Okay. So, as I said, I feel like she's a grandmother. She was on the thinner side when she was here. She developed a debilitating illness that took a while. She's with a mom, though. Okay. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that up. And mom had three sisters. Okay. Great. I'm sorry that your mom passed. And thank you for correcting me and clearing me up on that. Um, First, know that the illness stayed with the body. When your mom passed out of the body, she was restored to um, her healthy state in spirit. So no more pain, no more discomfort. She could think clearly. She was greeted by her mother, your grandmother, which brought her a lot of comfort. She's got a new leaf on life. I feel that your mom had some difficulties in her life, and she kind of lost her enthusiasm towards the end. Uh, and that's been restored now that she's in spirit. She keeps up with the family. I also feel she has an uncle in spirit, so it would be maybe a great uncle for you that was kind of handy with things. And I feel like if they haven't already done it, then they're going to. the flickering of the light bulb. The spirits like to do that. It's a way to let you know that they're around. She's saying that you do hear her. I feel she may call out for you, and I don't know if you're acknowledging it or just like automatically thinking it's in your own head and ignoring it. But she does call out, and she's around you quite a bit. She's apologizing for something. She's sorry something didn't work out, is what she's saying. And just a whole lot of love. She said to tell you you can talk to her. And she's going to try her best to manipulate energies to let you know, look for signs. That people find feathers sometimes, or if somebody was a bird, a particular bird. Um, and she's going to try to send you signs so that you'll know she's around. I also feel that possibly you go to a cemetery to try to get close, to feel close. And she's with you at those times. Just tell you I love you. Tell him I love you. And she's working on something in the other side to assist you. And I think it's with business. So something you want to do, or something with the career aspects. Your mom is trying to set things up or assist you from the other side, which they often like to do. If you ever saw the stories I read about my father and the things that he does. So I'm going to leave her with you. Hopefully that helped. And God bless. Okay. Um, let's see where I'm going to scroll up a little bit. Okay. Susanna, I want to come to you, sweetheart. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the help before. And I'm gonna tune into guide energy, and I feel that you've recently become acquainted with a new guide, but you may not realize that this is going to be um, a continuing guide. It wasn't just a message. And they're going to be coming in strongly, and they're going to be working with you a lot. They're going to kind of come front and center, if that makes any sense. Channeling. I feel like your channeling is going to go a little bit deeper. Now, I don't know if you do this already, but what I feel would be good is if you could record yourself. I'm hearing that you don't sit in a regular circle, so you don't have regular sitters, but maybe if you could either do a Zoom just yourself, or you can have your friends there if you want to do it that way, but to practice in trance speaking, and because she's going to come through stronger, but you need some kind of recordation that you can go back and watch it yourself. So she is going to become a very strong focal point of your spirit team for the time being. So embrace her, and there'll be expansion, and you're in the process of expanding right now. And I'm just seeing January, you're going to see quite a marked difference between your channeling today in August, if you were to consistently practice it, maybe weekly, and in January. Okay, so Mazel Tov. That's exciting. I'm thrilled for you. Okay. Hi, Aaron. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, it's a miracle what some keratin will do. Let's see what I have for you, sweetheart. Aaron, I have a younger male coming through for you. Would you understand a younger male in the world of spirit? I want to say dark hair, um, maybe a few pounds extra. I want to say teen years, teenager years. Quiet, but he could have a tendency to um, be snarly or snarky, but quiet. Uh, Growing pains is what I hear. Would this be your son? Aaron, would this be a son? Okay, thank you so much. No, your son is living. But you had a motherly type relationship with this young man, maybe a nephew or a good friend of your son. That's probably why I'm struggling. Ah, possibly one of your students. All right, because I'm feeling like there was a motherly type connection. So, well, I don't think this young man likes school. So, if he was one of your students, I suspect um, he probably wasn't the top of the class and even cut classes. I feel he's like a little lost, but I also feel that he hangs around you now and he's definitely manipulating the electronics in your house. So I don't know if radios or music playing devices have turned on by themselves, flickering of light bulbs by the hot water heater and the furnace he's showing me. Oh, you taught driver's ed. Okay. Well, I feel that because he doesn't feel academically inclined, and I even feel that he used to cut out a bit. And is any of the phenomena making sense that he's showing me? Okay. I don't have a strong link with him. I mean, I do, but I'm not sure if you're able to place him. That's why I kind of was looking. I feel he's around you a lot. The lights flickered tonight due to a storm. Okay. I definitely saw him showing me a hot water heater. There was a light flickering, and I feel like he's manipulating electronics. So I'm just going to leave that with you. If it's not happening now, maybe he's telling me he is going to do it. You can let me know. Um, but I feel he's around you, and I feel like he feels like you're like a mother figure to him. So I don't think he came from a nice a supportive family. I think there were problems and it was dysfunctional. So that's all I have. He's around you. Okay. So that wasn't the best reading but I'm going to leave that one with you. Um, and I just, on a psychic level, I want to tell you that I'm getting good vibes for your new, I think you just went into selling cosmetics, and I'm seeing little money signs that are coming. So I think it's a good fit for you and it's going to do well. So I'm going to leave that with you. But give it 6 months, 6 to 9 months, and it's going to really start moving well. Okay. Um, Amy, let me come to you. Okay. All right, Amy, with you, I do feel a mother figure in spirit. It's a mother figure, and this lady would have worn her hair short. Um, she would have gone to the beauty parlor. It looks very groomed, or she did her hair very, very well. Um, I, she was on the thinner side when she was here, well dressed. I feel she liked to wear jewelry as well, because she's showing me like good size gold type jewelry. I want to. I really feel like this is a mom. Would you understand any of this, Amy Ippolito? Are you still with us? Okay. Your mom is sorry, so I'm off on the relationship. Of the evidence that I'm giving you, do you understand? She wore her hair short. She seemed to get it like at the beauty parlor. It was very preened. She liked to wear big jewelry, um, thin. I feel like she would be motherly then when I started out mother figure. Oh, okay. You took care of an older woman who passed recently. Would any of this evidence fit for this older woman, and could the older woman have felt motherly towards you? Cat. She's showing me a cat. The woman coming through, I feel, is older than you. That's why I thought it was either mom or mother figure. The hair, yes. The jewelry, possibly not thin, and yes, motherly energy. Okay. So let's keep going. She's telling me mashed potatoes. Personality wise, I feel like she kind of spoke her mind. She wasn't too concerned about being politically correct. In fact, she got humor out of that. She would say something and um, kind of just like, oh, taking liberties because she was older, so people wouldn't take as much offense as if she were younger when she said things like that. She liked to get people riled up from time to time. I feel a great sense of frustration with her towards the end, not with you, but with she was felt that way with her doctors and a couple of people around her. She was 92. Okay. Um, okay. She surprisingly, the way she's coming out, it's almost a little bit sarcastic. She's kind of funny. She's quite well now that she's passed out of her body. Things are not the way she expected them to be. I think you may have brought things up. Oh, yes, she was in a nursing home. Okay, that's where she probably get the frustration. Um, you tried to tell her things, is what she's saying. And I don't think she kind of registered them, but she didn't really take them in. But now she's where she's at. She's got a whole different perspective, and she's having the time of her life, is what she wants me to let you know. I see gratitude coming across. It's the little acts of kindness that make the biggest difference, is her message. And she's well. She just wants you to know she's well and she's reunited with her loved ones that are in spirit. All right. So I'm going to leave her and her loving message for you. She'll poke her nose in from time to time, is what she's saying. Keep an eye on things. Okay, good. Okay. Um, Hi, Janet. All the way down from the islands. Hey, let me go to Lisa Ashton. You lost your mom in February. I'm so sorry. Um, so, Lisa, I'm inviting someone to step in, and I feel this woman was on the shorter side when she was here on Earth in height. I feel she had a very strong personality because she kind of went telling me, I'm here, I'm coming through. She, to make it very clear for me, which is good. She's taking over up in the world of spirit. She's got to sort out a lot of things. Your mom comes across as the personality that if she walked into a room in disarray, within 20 minutes, she'd have the whole thing straightened out. Same thing if with a bunch of people, if they didn't know what they were doing or there was a stressful situation, your mom could kind of just go in, take control, sort everything out, have people doing what they need to, and everybody would feel much better. And I feel like she's kind of doing that up in the world of spirit. Yes, you understand that. Also, she's mentioning your father, so I feel that dad passed first because I think she just said she was a widow, and she's straightening that out too, and she's laughing. Um, Now, I see that you're a medium, So I'm sure you connect with your own mom. Yes, she does. Your mother just told me. And but I think your mom has a lot more to say. She misses the coffee clutches. So I feel that you and mom used to get together just to chat, you know, whether you have tea or coffee or a glass of wine, whatever it is. No, it was coffee. And she misses those. And I don't know if you do like any writing, but I feel that if you know if you want to get up before everybody else does in the house and sit quietly and just say, "Hi, mom, how are you?" She's going to kind of come through, and you'll have that little bit of a conversation. Go in. I don't know if you do trance, sweetheart, but kind of go into an entranced state and just let it, you know, just write it down, and then you can read it afterwards. But your mom is very enthusiastic, and she wants to work with you with your mediumship. It's like a family business, and I'm laughing because my parents both do that as well. They've been known to show up at my students' homes. My father actually showed up in the shower of one of my brand new students a few years ago. But anyway, um, your mom's not that aggressive, and you're having a hard time connecting with her personally. Okay, so use this exercise. I used to do this when I was first unfolding. I would connect with my dad, seeking out business advice of all things, because that's what he did. And I would get up at like 4:30 in the morning, and I would just write. Did I get it right all the time? Absolutely not. But a lot of it came through, and things he told me I didn't think, I thought it must have been my imagination. It would never happen. They actually did. I found it easier to converse with my father after he passed because he had developed some dementia prior to. So it was a kind of a nice delight. And your mom is pressing me to tell you this, so I think you'll be very successful using it. I don't think you're going to be successful if you try to do it at 3 in the afternoon when there's a lot of chaos. Oh, you're a third generation medium. Awesome. Well, she's a very strong communicator. Um, so this is what she's suggesting because she has a lot to say and she wants to work with you with your mediumship. She also, you nailed it on your guides, she's saying. So she's getting to know your guides. And she's telling me, yes, she's very happy and at peace. And what she was just about to tell me was she can be more helpful from where she is now than where she was. Now, where she was, that could have been a physical state or a mental state or emotional. And the fact that you're asking if she is she happy and at peace, she's saying she can help you more now from where she's at. She's at peace. Yes, tell her that. But do the writing exercise because she has so much she wants to share with you. She's also going to be recommending books to you. Things will pop out. She said she hasn't learned to throw things yet in spirit, but she's working on moving things. So that will be fun. Just a whole lot of love, and she's looking forward to this next evolution in your relationship. And I get the impression that this is not the first time that the two of you have shared a lifetime or a relationship together. I happen to believe in past lives. I don't know your position, but I really feel mom's telling me that you guys have been together in other lifetimes very positively. So I want to leave her with her messages to you and thank you for tuning in and God bless. I'm going to go back. Um, let's see. Okay, Bonnie Jean. I hope, I'm not sure if you're still with us. Bonnie Jean asks, my daughter is applying to med school. Do you have any guidance for her? Well, she should probably talk to my daughter, who's in med school. She's fourth year. And I'm being told by Spirit, though, to tell her not to be discouraged. She's got a good resume. She may not get into her first choice of school, but I'm feeling like she's going to be successful. She needs to apply to school she isn't thinking about right now. So maybe a little bit more research on what schools she could apply to. There'll be an opening for her, is what I'm hearing. Your daughter is very intuitive. So I feel like spirit is going to encourage her, or if she starts looking at the different med schools she hasn't thought of, things are going to ding, 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 pop out at her. Yeah, I feel positive. I just feel she needs to add a few more schools to her search or her applications. So I hope that's helpful. And I'm scrolling down. Oh, here we go. I just scrolled down. Great. She applied to 26. Okay, so maybe a couple more. And because as I said, my daughter's a fourth year, although she just took a year leave of absence to do her master's in public health, which is something that they do in med school. She got into 6 schools when she applied a few years ago. Um, but Spirit saying they're going to have space for her. And I also feel a gentleman coming through, dad or grandpa, just saying there'll be more than one acceptance. But have her look to see if there's a couple more that might ping out that she could send a quick application to. I know they're not quick, but that's my advice from Spirit. And lots of luck, as they say. Good luck. It's really hard, but it's really worth it. Oh, your dad. Yeah, it could be that's why I'm getting dad, grandpa, because it's her grandpa. So it's a lot of work. And it's a lot of work for you, mom, to be supportive when she gets there. So expect those phone calls where they're breaking down. But they get through it. They get through it. Okay. Um, okay. Don't never stop trying. Cutie Soranto. I did see you. Um, okay. Can I add you? Um, okay. There we go. All right. Cutie Serrano Soto. Just looking for some reassurance from my grandma. Miss her so much. Her 2-year will be on November 9th. She was also 89. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Um, Here you are. Good. I'm sorry you lost your grandma. Um, so I'm beginning to have somebody step in, and I'm sensing a woman who was on the shorter side of life, the shorter side when she was here, and a few extra pounds. Um, I get the impression when you used to visit her, the first thing she would do was pull out something to eat. She wanted to feed you to help you get over your sorrows, or just to eat, because um, that's what she liked to do. She liked to take care of her family by feeding them. You used to tell her all of your troubles, and she used to soothe your worries. And she's telling me that she worries too much. She wants to see you smiling more. Okay. She had a good sense of humor, because she's also saying, the more you worry, the more wrinkles you're going to get. All right. So if you stop worrying, you'll get less wrinkles. And because she used to comment about her wrinkles. She loved her cookies and she'd share with. So she used to make remarks about her wrinkles, and one of the ways she would help relax you is she kind of poke fun at you a little bit in a very gentle way. When you were worried about something, she would kind of make a funny statement and kind of bring you from the place where you were just focused on what was upsetting to take a step back and say, "Oh, right," and she kind of bring you back to center, and that in and of itself would help you um, not be so worried about a particular matter or concern. She wants you to write. Um, Sometimes you're holding a lot in. You don't really have someone to confide in or to take to do what grandma did for you, and you're trying to put your big girl panties on and hold it all in, but that's not working very well. So grandma's suggesting um, you can always talk to her, but for you it might be better to actually write it down. Just kind of share your worries with grandma. If there's one in particular, you know, she does connect with you while you sleep. She's saying you remembered at least two or three dreams that she's been in. Those were afterlife visitations, and you do connect with her. You may not remember every dream, though, or every connection. But if you write down one of your pressing concerns, you might feel better about it in the morning because maybe grandma will come, and even if you don't remember the dream or the visitation, I'm using that interchangeably, she will pass you the soothing advice. Also, the recipes. She had recipes. Now, I don't know if you got them or an aunt of yours got them. Somebody got the recipes. Um, Always I've asked her to visit me, and she did last night. I remember sitting, okay, good, on her porch and talking with her. Awesome. So now she's talking about the recipes. She had some recipes. She would like you to get copies of those and type them up on your fancy computer, is the way it's coming across to me. I don't think grandma used a computer. And keep them, for your own children and grandchildren, etc. She wants you have her recipes and her fudge. Okay, so she wants you to type them up and so that they don't get lost or misplaced and that you can hand them down. Lovely lady, sending you just an overwhelming amount of love, and you're doing great. You need reassurance to know that you're doing a great job. And part of being a good parent is stopping and questioning yourself on your decisions from time to time. Oh, you have her cookbook and it's all falling apart. Well, I guess that's what she wants you to type up because she wants you to save it for prosperity and for the next generation. So, grandma's just reminding you that you're doing a good job and it's okay to question yourself, and it's probably a good thing from time to time because to consider make wise choices. So I want to leave her with you with the blessings of spirit. I'm going to do two more, guys, and okay. Let's see, Laura BP. I'm open and needing a message. Okay. Okay. Laura, I'm getting a guide message for you. I did say tonight was going to be all over the place. And what I'm seeing is a beautiful Asian woman with her hair pulled back. I think maybe Japanese, with the kimono, and very serene. And I feel like she's arranging flowers, and she puts her focus. Nothing distracts her when she's doing her flower arrangements. She is so focused on that one task. And what she's sharing with me is that she's going to be bringing through this energy of being able to focus because you've been kind of distracted lately. Almost your energy's like almost all over the place because you're trying to balance a lot, do a lot. There's a lot of energy out there in the atmosphere. And for anybody who's sensitive, which you are, we're getting bounced around a bit. So she comes in, and when she wraps around me, I feel like there's a solid wall. All right. And that she's going to prevent any of these distractions so that you can focus on the task. Now, the tasks are going to be ones of creativity. That's where they're going with this. So it's important that you set aside time during the week where you can either write or paint or do something that requires focus and your full attention, because it's training your mind, which is going to enhance your connection to spirit. And believe it or not, you're going to be more productive. So you won't be, if you have 100, if you have 10 things you have to get done, even if you spend that half hour doing this task that your guide is asking you to do, whether you want to write, if you want to paint, whatever you want to do, it's going to take focus. She shows me arranging flowers. You're going to execute all those other tasks much quicker and correctly because you're going to be focusing. Meditation is another good way to do it too, but I feel like she wants you to do something active. I encourage meditation though, so I'm not saying don't meditate. But if you could do that maybe once, twice a week, it's going to help and it'll get you more focused. Your intuition is going to heighten as well, and you'll have more of those answers that you need just coming to you. So I hope you're still here, and I hope that helped, dear. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you. And okay. Christy Schmidt. Christy Schmidt, are you still here? Oh, good, Laura. So I hope that message helped you. She's a beautiful guide. I'm actually pretty stoked myself. I had a new guide come in a week ago. For those, some of you know, I sit for development of physical mediumship in Shambhala Circle and do the transfiguration, among other things, and it's trans speaking. And let's see if Christy Schmidt's still here. I'm giving you a minute to answer. And I had a beautiful Hindu lady come in and speak to my group. And I saw, oh, good, Christy, you're here. She had this beautiful jewel. That's all I saw because you're not supposed to use your clairvoyance when you're trying to sit for physical. And I tried to get out of the way. And at the very end, she because I wanted to know her name, and she came in Bindi. And then I found out a Bindi is what they call the jewel here. Okay. One quick answer to Laura, and then I'm going to go to Christy. So hold on, Christy. How do we get guides? Okay. Oh, I just did 2 presentations on guides, one at the library and one for Lilydale. My opinion, what I believe, what I've been taught is that prior to you incarnating, prior to you coming to Earth, you set this up. You hire your guides, and you have the guides that accompany you when you come down and stay with you your whole life, your main guides, and then escort you back to the world of spirit when you're done. But you also have other guides that come in during your life. Some, because your level of development has gotten to a point where you're ready to have them as a teacher, kind of like going from 5th grade to 6th grade. Others, because they're going to work with you on a specific task, like Reiki healers have a Reiki guide. I have a trance healing guide, Albrecht. and other ones might be with you for a period of time, maybe when you're going to college or things like that. So they can be temporary, or they can be activity specific, or they can be with you your whole life, or they arrive at certain times in your life when you're ready. So the beautiful Asian lady, I would try to focus on her hair pulled back. I think she's Japanese. She had the kimono on, big belt, and invite her in. I'm sure she'll make herself known. She's beautiful. The energy is fantastic. So God bless you and have fun with that. Okay. Christy. All right. I remember your dad, Christy. I haven't seen you, I don't know, how long it's been, high school maybe, or one of the reunions. And tall. I think he was, I have somebody stepping in, and the hair got thinner on the top, and he tried to style it so it looked just so. Jokester. Now, I didn't know him that well. I just kind of knew him because I think I came over when I was 5 or something. But I feel like your dad was a bit of a jokester. He could come out with singers. Um, he would break the tension. He would be available. It was very important to him that he was available to his family. And I get the impression that maybe his father, your grandfather, wasn't as available, whether it was emotional or there was a passing. This is going up like with your father's experience, and that taught him that it was very important that he be available to his family, because I feel like it was something he felt he missed out on. Wasn't angry about it, but it just, he saw that, nope, I'm going to do it different. A learned man. In fact, he was one, he liked to observe and learn. He would watch. People wouldn't even realize he was taking a lot in because he'd be very quiet and unassuming about it. When you talk to him, you would be very surprised on the full range of topics that he was knowledgeable in. He made it a point to show interest in whomever he was engaging with. Yes, family first. His father divorced his mom and he was sent to his grandmother to live. Okay, that's what that feeling was. Thank you for validating that. Your father, when he talked to someone or interacted with them, he put his attention to them. And he always made a point to ask them, how are you? Or if he knew them, he would make a point to ask them about something in their life. If he knew that they had a business, he would ask them how the business was. Just really kind of made the person feel important in that exchange with your dad. Hi, Lisa. Um, he's saying to me, you're too hard on yourself. He's laughing and he says, you can't hide anything from me anymore, Snooky. And I don't know if the word is Snooky, but I think he had a nickname for you, like a term of endearment. And I feel like he wants you to look into the mirror and look at yourself as he would look at you, not the way you're looking at yourself. He wants you to soften your look at yourself. You're very kind to others. You're very supportive of others, but you shortchange yourself, if that makes any sense. And at least that's Dad's position. And he said he's very proud of you. You've dealt with a few blows in life, and you did it with grace and dignity. He's showing me the word gratitude, peanuts. Okay, he had a couple of, well, I don't use profanity. um, couple of nicknames. So I said Schnooky, isn't that, what is the peanut butter bar? Snickers. That's close. I said Schnooky. Um, but he's coming through tonight because he really wants you to know how much he loves you, and he wants you to not be so hard on yourself. Look at yourself and be your father looking at you, if that makes any sense. Okay? Um, and get some books on metaphysics. There's no reason why you can't be doing this yourself. I feel like he was also of that generation, do it yourself. So he's saying, why don't you put some time and effort into learning about this? He and I guess mom's also in spirit. Um, they have a lot to say. So I'm going to leave you with his ideas and his love and the blessings of spirit. All right. Well, listen, I want to thank everyone for coming out. If I didn't give you a reading, I'm sorry. I tried to get to as many people as I could. I send you all blessings and love and healing and light. And hopefully I'll do this again at some point. Okay. God bless. Have a great night, everybody. Mm, okay, here's something. I don't know how to turn it off. Oh, here it is. End my video.